everyone, as my grandparents told me to say, and seeing as today I'm going to be making an Arabic recipe, or Arab recipe I should say, it's not the language, marhaba. Today I am going to use a whole bunch of spices and I'm going to teach you guys how to make the 7 Arab spices. You know how often our grandparents would be making kafta or djej, anything, and you'll see them grab a jar of their spices. I'm going to show you how my family do it. To start with, I'm going to tell you the ingredients you need: nutmeg, allspice, peppercorns, cinnamon, gamun or cumin, cloves, and ground coriander. You'll also need a measuring spoon depending upon how much you want to make. Today I'm going to be using a tablespoon measurement and a mortar and pestle. Oh, and of course a jar to store it in. I haven't even started and I already need to take a break because it's so hot. Talk about a contrast to the rest of the world. Overseas, I'm sure half of you are all in the winter time, and in Australia it's 44 degrees here today in the summer and I'm dying. All right, to start, make sure you're using the cloves first, just because the cloves are the thing that are going to be the hardest to ground. Today, I'm going to be making 2 tablespoons worth of each ingredient, if they can come out. So there's your first tablespoon into the mortar and pestle. Actually, wait, I feel like I'm saying both of them, but I don't actually know which is which. Is this the mortar or is this the mortar? This is the mortar, I think, and this is the pestle. Who let me do which? Anyway, 2 tablespoons of that, and then we are going to ground them first. Whoop. Once it's finely ground like that, we're going to grab the peppercorns. And again, 2 tablespoons worth for me. Also, make sure it is the peppercorns you're doing next, because again, it also needs to be ground. Whoop. 1, 2. Once that's finely ground like this, you can add in any order the other 5 remaining. Can you tell I failed math in school? The 5 remaining ingredients. So I'm going in with nutmeg. Had to check the bottom. Again, equal amount. Whoops, that was a bit more. Equal amounts of, I'll have to deduct. I can't talk today. A little bit from this one to make it more equal. Mix it in a little bit. And then do the same with the next 4. Gamun, cumin. One. Mix, mix, mix. Cinnamon. What Arab doesn't use cinnamon in absolutely everything? Listen, I'm doing a whole by my eyes style here like that. Oh, the smell. Allspice. 1. We should probably be counting in Arabic. Wahid. Itnin. And that's the extent of my Arabic skills. I'm joking. Mix, mix, mix. And lastly, I'm going to add in the coriander seeds, which aren't in a fancy jar because I have run out. And also I just bought it because I had also run out of it. So 1. And make sure you're grabbing the coriander seeds, not the like non-grounded ones, because otherwise they'll be a nightmare to ground. 2. Mix it all together. Eventually I'm going to grab a spoon to mix it properly, because this is really more so for grounding. Thank you to the magic hand that brought that spoon in for me. You know, I'm not even cooking. I'm literally just making our spices, or I should say mixing our spices, and the smell is already amazing. It's just the cinnamon giving it that best flavor. It's the cinnamon giving it that really nice smell. Oh. Once it looks really blended nicely like this, you are ready to pour it into your jar. Excuse me while I take about an hour to do this next step. Empty. Not full, but I want to say full. Close. And that is how my family make the 7 Arab spices. It's really not that hard. It's just making sure that you get the correct ingredients. And I know a lot of families, cultures will have maybe varying ingredients and even varying amounts, but this is how we do it. It tastes amazing, especially in things like I mentioned, kafta. And if you try it, let me know in the comments how you go, because I'd love to know if you enjoy the taste. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As my grandparents say, Slan Lat, and in Arabi, Ma salama.